to all of you. My name is Queen and this is Phước.
What is English with you? Surely, many of you will already have the answer.
For us, English is a passion as well as a creed.
Actually, to talk about English, there are many topics, but the topic that we want to talk about today is a very serious problem and needs to be solved right now.
In today's society, the outstanding development in all aspects makes social evils on the rise, not to mention adults, but even children.
If before, the disparity between rich and poor were not too heavy and affected, but today, material values are deeply embedded in the immature minds of children, which, if promptly corrected, will cause difficult consequences. Mature personality.
Currently, not only in Vietnamese society, but in general in all countries in the world, discrimination between rich and poor is a hard issue in all parts of life.
In Vietnam, the distinction between rich and poor manifests itself in many different aspects of everyday life. Schools for the working class in Vietnam are appearing more and more with expensive costs such as Ho Chi Minh City International School, Vinh Uni University, Army University, and so on.
Children are becoming more and more different because of their family's upbringing. They are not entirely a symbol of innocence and immaturity. Instead, children who are born in normal families of poverty get bigger and bigger. They become more understanding and withdrawn as well as feel self-conscious about their own situation.
The children who are born into affluent circumstances become increasingly overconfident about their family background. In addition to the indifference of the parents about children's upbringing, which makes them increasingly unhappy, become more and more uneducated, and take unacceptable actions.
The main reason for the widespread between rich and poor is because of the huge disparity in the average income of each family.
There are families who earn a lot of money but refuse to have children or have only a few children. There are families who earn very little money but have 3 or 4 children.
That make rich richer and the poor get poorer.
The love between people is increasingly lost. People worry about running with them, chasing the progress of society, forgetting friendship and charity works. Since then, they no longer care about anyone else, only know how to take care of themselves, take care of their own interests.
The consequences between rich and poor make the gap between the rich and the poor even more distant now. The poor are like gradually becoming slaves of the rich, living a life without having to look at the rich people's face living.
That distinction makes the problem of evils increase. Crime is appear more and more, affecting human safety.
The inequality between the rich and the poor is getting deeper and deeper. The rich can control almost everything, while the poor have no decision-making power, can do nothing but resign themselves to their fate.
It cannot be denied that children who live in the wealth and solid foundation of the parents will get a lot of favorable conditions for learning or opportunities for personal development.
They will be provided with the following things. Pets get to go around to learn and they have the environment and space to experience from very early on, from which they can draw a lot of experience and lesson for them and make them mature and think more.
So the difference between rich and poor is largely due to the way parents bringing. We need to stop this separation now.
In fact, society is only a small part of the course. The position of people is the decisive thing.
Let's respect each other a little. Respect each other a little because the truth is that before you have everything as good as now, you also went through hardship. Days where you could not find your shadow happiness.
It is possible that now you have passed that stage and become hugely successful. But there are people who haven't yet passed that stage, so be patient for a bit and treat them as you would expect others to treat you when you are having a hard time.
Learn to love each other. Teach your children how to love and teach them how to treat everyone fairly. If your family is strict, let your children be independent as soon as possible so that they understand that any success has to pay a reasonable price, so that they know that they are precious, and also inculcate that they are like everyone else, no more normal than anyone else, and they must know how to love people.
We can prevent this problem with a number of viable measures, such as using a uniform for the whole school, like ours, so that everyone is very confident and no self-conscious about how they dress, body, have a ounce gold, have an ounce mark.
Distinguishing between rich and poor is a wake-up call for each of us about the negative side of society, the deviant development of human beings.
Love and understanding between people is the best love. It is the highest form of love, where there are no demons, no conditions, where only simply love to give. Thank you for listening and
Watching.
bye bye.